Hails and horns, everybody, and welcome back to the Abyss. Got an unboxing video for you today. Just got a 20 CD grab bag in from Deathgasm Records, so let's dive in and check this fucker out. Alright, so like I said, this is the 20 CD mystery box grab bag, whatever you want to call it, from Deathgasm Records. I am going to link them up in the description, and hopefully all 20 of these bands, if I can find something on YouTube or Bandcamp. But super well packaged right off the bat. First impression's awesome. There was a ton of paper in here. They're bubble wrapped in like fives, so I don't foresee anything broken or damaged whatsoever. I'll do some minor edits between each one because I'm going to cut the plastic open, things like that, so you don't have to watch 10 blank minutes of me doing that. And if it's a band I'm not familiar with, I'll do a quick break and come back and at least give you the information available on like Metal Archives or Bandcamp. So that way you at least know something about them. That's the good thing about these mystery boxes. Out of these 20, I'm willing to bet maybe close to half of these are going to be new to me. After browsing their inventory on their website, there were a lot of new bands, so let's check this fucker out. Alright, so we got our stack cut open here, and right off the bat, I'm super giddy. This is a band that I listened to back in the day, but I did not listen to this. This is, I believe, their newest release, and that is Diabolic with Excisions of Exorcism. Really good Florida death metal, if you're not familiar with Diabolic. For some reason or another, couldn't tell you, I remember why. I stopped listening to them after the first couple albums, and so, yeah, it's pretty cool to get something newer. And when I say new, I think this is 2012, 2010. So, yeah, they've been pretty inactive for a long time, at least, with new recordings. I'm not sure if they changed their name or what. But, yeah, super good death metal from what I remember, so it'll be interesting to check this one out. I do know the band. I have enjoyed their stuff in the past. I just haven't seen this one, but let's see what else we got in this bag. Alright, so the second one in this stack, it did not take long to find something that I know nothing about. And this looks like an album called The Dice, The Seventh Dot for Certain Victory. Not sure. And it's by a band called FOB. And look them up on Metal Archives. It looks like they're a death thrash type band that deals with like social problems and life issues, things like that. They're not gore related or anything like that. I guess it's literally just, maybe about suicide or depression, that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure. So I'll definitely check this one out. Not a big fan of like the logo or the name of the album, stuff like that, but definitely going to give it a chance. If you know anything about this album or this band, definitely say something in the comments below. But I'm definitely going to give this a listen, and if it's not my cup of tea, sometimes that's the thing with grab bags. Maybe I'll offer this up to somebody that I think will enjoy it. But let's keep moving along. So the first two, I know I got one I'm going to love and one that's absolutely new to me. So far, awesome bag. Let's keep going. Alright, so for some reason, it took me about 20 minutes to get the damn plastic off this thing, but it definitely looks like something I'm going to enjoy a lot. Not a band I've heard of, but I looked them up on Metal Archives, and there's a little write-up on the inside of the CD, and hopefully I pronounced this properly, but that is Gabe Alien. I believe that's how you say that, and the album is Blood Now Flows. Was released on Deathgasm Records. This looks like it's satanic melodic death metal from Kentucky, and there's a little memorial in here on the inside. Looks like it's probably one of the members, Max McLeod, and it goes on to talk about in here how the release of this album was put on hold and never was self-released as it was supposed to, it looks like, due to problems and disagreements. And it looks like this guy passed away, and eventually they resurrected this and released it. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this out. I never turn down melodic death metal, especially when it's gruesome and satanic, things like that. That really speaks to me. And man, that artwork, I don't know how well that shows up. It's very dark, very killer artwork, interesting logo there. But yeah, some melodic death metal never hurts. But let's see what else we got. Alright, so this next one, I'm super stoked about this. This is a live album from legendary band Incantation. This is, I think it came out in 2017, full live recording album. I do have a couple of their older albums, so I'm definitely interested to hear what they sound like live. Not a band I've ever been able to go see. Got some live shots there behind the disc. So yeah, super stoked about that. If you haven't listened to Incantation, man, you might be watching the wrong channel. good old-fashioned death metal out of Pennsylvania. Definitely looking forward to checking this one out. This is Rotting Spiritual Embodiment, live by Incantation. So far, I think we've got 3 wins and a maybe, so we're off to a really good start. Let's keep rolling. Alright, so this next one, definitely something up my alley. It's a split album, 2 bands I've never heard of, so I'm super excited to check this out. Looks like 2 songs from each. And the bands are Neftaraka, I think that's how you say that, from Malaysia, and Kvetste from France. So it looks like, if I had to guess, probably raw black metal. Not really sure, but I did look their names up just to at least know where they're from. So it's some sort of grim black metal split of sorts. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. It's called Finis Core Cornat Opus. And again, that's Neftaraka and Kvetste. I'm guessing that's how you say those. But yeah, so it looks like some really good black metal. I do enjoy splits, especially when they're bands I've never heard of, because I mean, it's a good way to introduce yourself to multiple projects. But so far, we're down through 1 wrap of bubble wrap. We got 3 more to go, so let's keep going and check more of this thing out. All right, so another one I'm not familiar with. This looks like it's death metal out of Turkey, and this is Death Room with Violate the Newborn. Looks like it's maybe brutal death metal. It says it's got themes of perversion and madness, so definitely seems like it's up my alley. Looks like the band did split up in 1994 or so, and this is a demo from 1993, so some early old school death metal out of Turkey possibly. Definitely looking forward to checking this out. Again, that's Death Room with their demo Violate the Newborn. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so I'm not going to open this next one because it is a band I am familiar with. I like some of the really early albums, so I didn't really care for their newer stuff, but that is Bloodduster with Leidenya, and this is a band from Australia. They started off like death metal grindcore, and then they moved into like a grindcore rock and roll, grind and roll, I guess, sound. Not a band that I'm super into. So I am going to keep this sealed, either do a trade or, if somebody sell it down the road or do a giveaway or something like that. Their early stuff was interesting to me, and I know a lot of people that love their newer albums, but just not my cup of tea. But yeah, Bloodduster with Leidenya, some kind of grind and roll, grindy, rock and roll death metal. Probably the only one so far I'm kind of iffy on, but I'm probably going to hold on to this to give to somebody down the road. So far, not too bad. First 6 items, I know 4 of them I love already. We have the FOB I'm not familiar with, and that future giveaway or trade or something there. But let's keep on rolling, guys. All right, so this next one, not a band I'm familiar with, but it looks very awesome, and this is Avenger. Let me get that to focus. There we go. The album is entitled Feast of Anger and Joy of Despair. So I'm not sure if it's like a compilation or what, but looks like some really solid black and death metal, anti-Christian and themed. Looks very, very cool. Love the artwork, love the fonts. This band is from Czech Republic, and it looked like they changed their name and no longer go under Avenger, so I have to do a little research and see what else they have if I enjoy this record. But yeah, looks like a really awesome black and death CD, so definitely looking forward to diving in a little further into that one. But we still have a huge stack of shit to get through, so let's check it out. Alright, so this next one, definitely an interesting color choice. Like a bright purple with like Willy Wonka colored green and shit. The band is Afterbirth, and it looks like they are a brutal death metal band from New York, here in the United States. Again, not something I'm familiar with, but, U.S. brutal death metal, sure, sign me up. Looks interesting enough. Looks like, they have themes, it says here, like gore, death, science fiction, space, abstract, that kind of stuff. A little band photo in the tray there. So yeah, some brutal death metal from New York. Always looking for new brutal death and slam, that kind of stuff. So if you've heard of Afterbirth, maybe let me know in the comments if you know anything about them. Kind of looking in Trez's direction, being from that state and everything, and being into slam, brutal death. Let me know if you've heard of Afterbirth, buddy. But let's see what else we got. All right, next looks like we got kind of like a promo, and it says it's a DVD-ROM for PC and Mac only, and it comes with the tray art and all that stuff, so I can put it in a jewel case if I wanted. It's Imperative Music Volume 13, the Global Metal Compilation. Looks pretty cool. and it's got 32 different bands on the back. Just kind of go through them. You got Venom, Tesca, I've heard of, Hard Stuff, yeah, some band, a lot of bands I'm not sure of. I've heard of Amethyst from Costa Rica, Sacked from Japan, I've heard of, but yeah, a lot of bands on here I'm very unfamiliar with, so this is going to be kind of a good little journey for me to kind of get through. But yeah, let's keep this thing rolling. Alright, so this next one I'm really stoked about. I am familiar with this band, but I've never listened to this release. This is Ethos with The Awakening of Ethos. If you're not sure who Ethos is, it's really good. Black metal out of Greece. Super cool stuff, so I'm really stoked to give this a listen. I heard their 2016 release. It's like Narth Rapa or something like that. Very cool stuff. So I'm really stoked to see what their first full length sounded like. Yeah, if you're into black metal from other countries, definitely check out Ethos from Greece. I don't think you'll be disappointed. A pretty good variety of sounds from them. But let's keep this thing rolling and see what else we got. Alright, so this is a sweet ass one here. This is a compilation called Decades of Abomination. And it's a compilation album from Nominion or Nominon, however you want to say that. I'm assuming it's Nominion. But man, killer Swedish death metal band. Definitely check them out. I'll definitely link these guys up for sure. If you like that harsh, aggressive Swedish black metal sound, you'll definitely dig this band. So yeah, this looks like it's a compilation of previously unreleased versions on CD. So really cool stuff. Definitely going to give this a listen right after this video is done. Sick, killer Swedish death metal band. But let's keep this thing going and see what else we got for you. Alright, so most mystery boxes I do find a few things that I'm not familiar with, and it turns out I'm getting a lot of new stuff out of this one. This is Nocturnal Devotion with an album called Virus. I looked them up, and it looks like they are a now defunct death metal band from Slovakia. So that is freaking cool. I don't know really many bands from that area in the death metal genre. I have some Slovakian black metal, but really interested to hear this one. Definitely going to give this a go. Really nothing under there. So yeah, I don't know much more about them. I have very little info to go off of on Metal Archives. But yeah, Nocturnal Devotion with Virus, some death metal out of Slovakia. But let's see what else we got. Alright, so this next one, I'm not sure if I'm going to open it up just yet. It says here it's Swedish Doom. But Metal Archives said listed as Death Doom, so I'll probably give it a listen on YouTube before I open this one up. This is Nex with the album entitled Zero. Like I said, they are from Sweden, and they're listed on the archives as Death Doom. It says on here that it's more straight up Doom for fans of Candlemass and Catatonia. So definitely, I'll check them out on YouTube before I open it. If not, I'll probably leave this sealed and ship this off to somebody I think's really going to dig this. I have the perfect person in mind. So yeah, so if it's not something for me, I'll be sending Nex with Zero off to somebody. And so far, really, that's only 2 records that I'm not really sure on, so not too bad, but let's keep going. We got plenty more stuff to look at. Alright, so this next one looks very interesting. Not a band I'd heard of before. Nervo Chaos with Quarrel in Hell. And Nervo Chaos looks to be a really good death metal band out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot about them. There's a little sticker in here. It says, features guest appearances by Alex from Christian, John McKenty from Incantation, Emperor Magnus from Dark Funeral, Sanguine and Wraith from Averse Safria, and Mike Greenway from Napalm Death. So there's a lot of heavy hitting, kind of guest appearances. I doubt that's going to focus for you. Nope. So definitely looking forward to check that out again. Nervo Chaos looks like, again, Brazilian death metal. Definitely going to check this out, especially with all that firepower on it. Looks like guest vocals from Emperor Magnus of Dark Funeral on one of the tracks. So yeah, all these guys did, guest vocals. There was no guest musicians, it doesn't look like. So that looks pretty cool. There's a lot of big names on that record, so definitely looking forward to see their contributions there. But let's keep rolling. Alright, so this next one is a one-man death metal project out of Japan. I gave a quick listen because I wanted to get a little more info, but very good. The album is called Cult of Flesh by Morbid Art. Again, a one-man black metal band, death metal band out of Tokyo, Japan. Really solid shit. Very aggressive, gritty death metal. And I was stationed in Japan for 3 years, so I do know a lot of good underground black and death metal bands from that country. But this one was new to me, Morbid Art, so definitely looking forward to giving this a full spin. There's the head honcho in there, a one-man band. Very good stuff. Sounds awesome. Can't wait to listen to the rest of that. We're down to our last stack of 5, guys, so let's go ahead and tear this bad boy open and see the last run of this video, see what we got. Alright, so this next band I do actually own 2 albums from, but not this one, so that's really cool. And this is Throneiam with Organic Death Temple. I got their last few Throneiam albums I got off of Hell's Headbangers website, or out of the Metalhead box as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Really good black and death. Out of Poland. Really solid, sick stuff. If you haven't checked out Throneiam before, definitely do so. I think I actually have... Nope, I took that one down to move it. I had a poster of theirs up, but yeah, Throneiam, great black death out of Poland. Definitely check them out. Let's check out these last 4 CDs and we'll call it a day. Alright, so this is another one that I had no clue what it was, and it's Skelettmaster, A Curse Through Eternity. And after looking it up online, it looks like it's a melodic death thrash band, sci-fi based, kind of, aliens, that kind of stuff, out of the Czech Republic. So some new melodic death thrash metal. Yet another band out of this one I've never heard of that I'm super excited to check out. I've been into a little death thrash lately with like Legion of the Damned, things like that, so I'm definitely looking forward to listening to that one. It's kind of blowing my mind. I thought this one might be 50-50, and it's shaping up to be more than 50-50 of bands I've never heard of. But they all look phenomenal for the most part, so I'm definitely geeked. But yeah, let's check out this next one. Alright, so this next one sounds like another really cool band. Did give them a quick listen to the first track on YouTube. Another band I had never heard of, and this is a black and death thrash band from Alabama here in the U.S., and it is Quinta Essentia with Archetypal Transformation. Well, I cannot talk today, guys. I apologize. Pretty solid sounding stuff so far. It's all occulty, organized religion, that kind of stuff. Looks really solid. I enjoyed the first track I heard off of it. Definitely looking forward to continuing to listen to the rest of that. I like that artwork, kind of like a mystical looking gate there. Pretty sweet. Again, these guys are from Alabama. Quinta Essentia, some Black Death thrash. Definitely looking forward to spinning this. Tell you what, the actual Deathgasm titles out of here are phenomenal. I mean, they all look up, they're right up my alley. There's a couple of random ones here and there, but we're down to the last 2, so let's see what we got. Alright, so this next one is a band that I've seen on a couple websites now, different distros. It's a Deathgasm release, and this is a now split up black metal band from New York. Tenebrous with Arias Toward the Black Sun. Looks pretty interesting, cult black metal, and I remember why I remember seeing this band. They had, I think, a release off of Forever Plagued, it says here. Definitely looking forward to checking this out. Seems very vampiric, occulty, just a gloss black CD with a slightly embossed logo there. Not a whole lot of art, it's black under the tray. Seems very, very minimalistic, kind of black funeral-y, which I dig, so definitely looking forward to check that out. Again, that's Tenebrous, or I believe that's how you say that, with Arias Toward the Black Sun. Let's check out this last CD, guys, and see if it's a home run. Alright, and this last one, yet another album that has eluded me thus far, a band I've never heard of before, and this is The Thorn. It looks like it to be another melodic death metal band, this time out of Poland, and it looks like they've split up a few years back. This is Hermitage of Non-Divine, or Hermitage, however you say that, of Non-Divine. Came out in 2008. Again, looks to be some solid melodic death, but we shall see. Looks like it's just got some supporters and things like that, other bands and record labels underneath. Yeah, so we'll see on this one. Not too bad. I think out of that entire stack, there's 2, maybe 3 I'm not huge on. I'm definitely going to be giving away or trading away the Bloodduster and maybe this next album. Not really sure. Definitely want to check them out a little bit more. And of course that FOB album that I'm not really sure. Just from the looks of it, I can't really tell, but I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. Going to give it a spin and see how I like it. But, that's 2 maybe not sure on, and, 2 for sure that I don't like. And a big fat fucking stack of albums that I'm totally into. So, man, this is a pretty good box. If you're thinking about doing a Deathgasm mystery box, I'd recommend it. I mean, 3 out of 20 is not bad, but usually you get a duplicate of something you already have when you have a large collection, or half of these CDs are low quality, but there's some really good high quality titles in there. I'm super geeked about it. Definitely go check out Deathgasm Records. Pick up one of these for yourself if you're interested, or at least browse around. They had some pretty cheap albums on there and merch, things like that. If I rated this out of 10, I would say this is probably 8 out of 10. This is one of the better mystery grabs I've done in a long time. So, hails and horns, everybody. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.